Hello everybody, this is Brittany, the Lone Star Wholesaler, and I am back today with a whole new video. And what I'm going to do today is answer some questions that people have asked about wholesaling in real estate. The first question is, have you worked probate leads? If so, do you have any advice on how to write the letter to them for marketing? This is a great question. We actually use probate leads in our wholesale business. We initially used a template online. You can Google probate lead yellow letter. And so there are some templates that will pop up of some generic language that you can use. And one of the ones that we used was, "Hi, Mr. John Doe. My name is Brittany. I am a local real estate investor in the DFW market. I do see that the home at XYZ Main Street may be available for sale. I'm interested in buying your property. I offer a fair cash offer. I can also close within 14 business days. If you are interested or have any other questions, please give me a call at 214-123-4567. What I'm learning with the marketing piece of your wholesale real estate business is that, you have a starting point, which will be the template, but now we use more tailored messaging and we just tinker with it. We might change some language here and there just to see what our response rate is for that particular mail out campaign. So I hope that answers your question. So the next question we have is, how do you verify the seller has the right to sell the property and is not a scammer? I think this is a great question. Dallas County does have a website. Most markets do have an online resource that you can use, so you're able to look up and verify who the legal owner of the property is. I hope that answers your question about that. The next question is, are some properties too far gone to be wholesaled in a hot area? The house is covered in debris, overgrown weeds, etc. If I was driving for dollars and I saw, a house that was really run down, but this was in a great area where there is real estate investor activity, I'm going to write that address down and I'm going to do further research to see if I'm able to reach the legal owner of the property to see if we can negotiate a deal. The name of the game is the price. If the house is just in really bad shape, then when we do get in contact with the legal owner, we're going to want to negotiate the price, let them know, hey, listen, it looks like that the house is going to need a lot of work. If I were to buy it from you, major things that I'm going to have to repair or replace. So, can we negotiate on this price? And then you just go from there. The next question is, I have a seller who has a tenant living in the property. How do I handle this situation in order to wholesale? Some sellers that you might get in contact with that are their landlords or real estate investors, and they're wanting to sell one of their properties, but they have a tenant in place. Your end buyer will be the decision maker for that. Meaning, if your end buyer does not mind that there being a tenant in place when they do actually take ownership of the property, then it's good to go. But again, your buyers and your market will determine if that's something that they are willing to buy. In some states, landlord laws may not even let the person who acquires the property to even kick them out. And so you have to consider those things. Will this make my deal attractive with having a tenant in the property itself? They might be looking for a deeper discount on the property. But again, it goes back to the price. The next question is, can you talk about wholesaling a foreclosure and explain who is responsible for paying what is owed to the bank? All right, so if I understand the question correctly, it's a foreclosure, so meaning that the bank has already taken back ownership. So at this point, you as a potential buyer of the property will have to take the bank's process in order to place an offer and see if your offer is accepted. If you were considering a pre-foreclosure, meaning that the bank has started taking those initial steps and taking back ownership, but the homeowner still technically has ownership of the property, then that might be a little different. You still might have some time to negotiate a price with the homeowner. It just depends on where that homeowner is in the pre-foreclosure process. But again, if the property has already been foreclosed on, then that means that the bank has already taken back ownership. So you would have to go through the bank's process in order to acquire the property. I will say that banks do not allow you to assign your contract or assign your position in a real estate transaction. So you would have to do what we call a double close. And so that means that you would actually have to have some type of funding for the A and B side of the closing if you were to, in our world, wholesale it to a real estate investor or another end buyer in general. All right, you all, those are the questions that I am going to answer for this week. If there are any questions that you may have about wholesaling in real estate, please leave them below. Also, please make sure that you thumbs up if you're viewing this on Facebook, and also leave a comment below if you have any questions. If you're viewing this on YouTube, please give me a like, and you can also leave a comment below if you have any other questions. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all the next time where we talk about wholesaling in real estate. This is Brittany, the Lone Star Wholesaler, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.